The Champions League playoffs was so entertaining. It had goals, controversies, and above all, unforgettable moments. In this video, I'll be doing a recap of every single thing that happened in the playoffs, both in terms of the goals that were scored, teams who won and went through, and teams who lost and got knocked out. So let's do this together. So first of all, Newcastle United faced Karabakh FK, and in the first leg they won 6-1 away from home, and it was a big win for Newcastle United, especially because of the fact that Anthony Gordon scored 4 goals in that game. And then in the second leg at home they won 3-2, thereby winning 9-3 on aggregate and going through to the round of 16. Then you have Atletico Madrid, who also faced Club Brugge, and in the first leg they drew 3-3 away from home. Then they now beat Club Brugge 4-1 in the second leg at the Metropolitano, meaning they won 7-4 on aggregate and went through to the next round. Now you have PSG, who faced Monaco, and this was an all-French clash in these playoffs. PSG won 3-2 in the first leg away at Monaco, and then drew 2-2 in the second leg, meaning they won 5-4 on aggregate, and that means PSG, the reigning champions of the Champions League, are through, while Monaco are eliminated. Then you have Inter, who faced Bodo Glimt, and honestly this was the most shocking of all, because in a match where you expected Inter to win and go through, it was actually Bodo Glimt who came out on top, beating Inter 3-1 in the first leg, and then also beating them 2-1 in the second leg, meaning they won 5-2 on aggregate. And this is one of the best underdog Champions League stories of all time that you ever see in this competition's history. Then Bayer Leverkusen also faced Olympiacos, beat Olympiacos 2-0, but then in the second leg it was 0-0, meaning that nothing really happened, not much really happened. So that meant that the German team won 2-0 on aggregate and went through. Then you have Atalanta, who faced Borussia Dortmund, and at first in the first leg Borussia Dortmund won 2-0, so that was actually a well-deserved win for the German side, and all they had to do was to finish it off in the second leg. But no, Atalanta had other ideas, because they came from behind, scored 3 goals, and were leading 3-2 on aggregate. Then they came out the drama that a penalty, then that actually first for Dortmund, they fought back and did not give up, and then they scored an equalizer on aggregate, thereby scoring a consolation, meaning that it was 3-1, and then on aggregate it was 3-3. But then everything now concluded with an absolute drama and controversy, where a few Dortmund players, both those on the bench and those on the pitch, some got sent off, and then Atalanta were awarded a penalty kick, of which they scored it, and that was the last kick of the game and the winning goal of that match, meaning that the Italian side won 4-3 and went through to the knockout rounds. And then Galatasaray also faced Juventus, and the Turkish team beat the Italian team 5-2 in the first leg. But then Juventus, they fought back in the second leg because they scored 3 goals and it took the match to extra time. But then Galatasaray scored 2 goals and in the end won on aggregate 7-5 and went through to knockout rounds. And then of course, last but not the least, you have Real Madrid, the 15 times Champions League winners, who faced Benfica, beat the Portuguese side 1-0 away from home with the clean sheet, but then came back home and won 2-1, meaning they won 3-1 on aggregate, and that means Real Madrid are through to knockout rounds. So to sum it up, you have the likes of Newcastle United, Atletico Madrid, PSG, Bodo Glimt, Bayer Leverkusen, Atalanta, Galatasaray, and Real Madrid all through to the round of 16 after the playoffs round, while Karabakh FK, Club Brugge, Monaco, Inter, Olympiacos, Dortmund, Juventus, and Benfica have been all eliminated. So that was exactly how the playoffs went, and honestly, it's one of the best playoffs I've ever seen, because it had everything. It had goals, and there were so many great moments as well. And especially even for the fact that Bodo Glimt beat Inter, I mean, it was so shocking because nobody expected that. That's everything. And of course, tomorrow will be the Champions League round of 16 draw. And so, of course, I know everyone will be looking forward to that. So I'll see you tomorrow for that Champions League draw. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments down section below, and tell me what are your thoughts on these playoffs and who you think will face who in the round of 16. And also, don't forget to like the video and share the video, and make sure to also subscribe to the YouTube channel TIK Talks Football, and turn on the notification bell so each time I post a video you always be notified. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow after the round of 16 draw. Stay tuned. Peace out.